YouTube, what is going on? I saw a meme the other day and I thought it was hilarious. It said, hey, I don't want to go outside today. That cost about $300. And it made me laugh because it's kind of true. Not only that, I had a guy at the YMCA the other day say, hey man, I'll play you in racquetball and let's put $20 on this game. And I said, hey, you're gonna have to up the ante here because $20 is the new $1 bill. I didn't come here to talk about politics or inflation, but what I did come here to talk about today is the cost of living in Greenville, South Carolina, and it's a great topic that I'm excited to dive into with you today. If you're considering moving here or you're just curious about what it takes to live in this beautiful city, you've come to the right place. We're going to break down all the key factors that contribute to the cost of living here in Greenville, South Carolina. But before we get started, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if you find it helpful. All right, so let's jump right in. When it comes to the cost of living in Greenville, housing is a major factor. The real estate market has been on the rise in recent years with the median home price in Greenville around $350,000. Obviously, prices can vary depending on the neighborhood and the size of the property. One thing I want to touch on real quick though is, hey, if you're thinking about buying, I bet interest rates have popped into your head. They may have you on the fence. Here's what I would tell you. Yes, it affects your purchasing power. I recognize that. And if you're a seller and you've got a house that you're currently in that you own, you may be like, I'm not so sure I want to give up that 3% interest rate. I understand it, but if you have a need, that's when it's right for you to buy or sell a home. But if you're buying, okay, if I was in the market right now myself, here's what I would do. I'd buy the house. I'd find a house that I like, that I want, that fits my needs, that I want to call my own at a price that I'm comfortable with, and go ahead and get in. Reason being is right now, you're probably going to get a better price, you're probably going to get better terms, and you're not going to compete against so many people. Now, when those rates start to trickle down, what do you think is going to happen? People maybe just like you who are waiting on interest rates to come down are going to say, hey, let's do it. Let's call Reed. Time to go buy a house. When that happens, like I said, more people are going to be in the market. You're going to compete against more people. All the while, when you wait, homes are going to continue to appreciate. So if I was in the market to purchase a home right now, I would absolutely do it because you can 100% refinance later. Okay, let's talk about renting because renting is absolutely an option. And if you're new to the area, it may be a good idea for you to do so. That way you can get acquainted with the area and figure out where exactly in Greenville you want to live. So the average monthly rent for a one-bedroom apartment is roughly $1,200. Now keep in mind that housing costs in popular areas such as downtown Greenville may be a bit higher. I actually had a past client tell me the other day that their cousin moved down to Greenville. He looked at a 2-bedroom apartment downtown, really nice place, and they said, that's going to cost you $2,800 a month. He said, so what about those 1-bedrooms? Okay, so let's think about that. Next, let's talk about getting around Greenville, and it's relatively affordable. So the city has a growing public transportation system, and a monthly bus pass will cost you about $50. Now keep in mind, we're not in New York City, so most people here own a car. Comparatively to other parts of the country, gas prices are reasonable. I'll be the first to tell you, it still hurts when you go to the pump and it costs over $3 to fill up per gallon. I get it, but it kind of is what it is, and against other places in the country, it's still pretty reasonable, okay? Maintenance costs and insurance. I will be the first person to tell you I love living in South Carolina and Greenville in particular. Our roads here, they need a little bit of work, so keep in mind that that may add a little bit of maintenance cost to your vehicle. You may need new tires a little bit faster than if you're living somewhere with pristine roads. I just think the roads are a little bit chewed up because there's a lot of people who love living here. Anyways, let's keep going. We also have GSB International Airport, which can provide a variety of flights to different locations and alleviates the hassle of having to travel far distances to major airports such as Charlotte and Atlanta. All right, let's talk about groceries and dining out. So a typical grocery bill for a family of 4 in Greenville can range between $400 and $600 per month. Granted, that's obviously going to depend on your dietary preferences. If you enjoy dining out, you will find a variety of restaurants in Greenville with an average meal costing around $12 to $20 per person at a mid-range restaurant. However, we have fine dining and a robust restaurant scene, which is a huge appeal to people coming to Greenville and caters to a variety of appetites and budgets. Some of the best places I have been to, you may never even think to go there, and cost about $10 to $12 a person. I personally love to hit up Moe's Barbecue for the best wings in town, or if I'm feeling fancy and want to celebrate a special occasion, Hall's Chop House is another favorite of mine. I promise you they didn't pay me to say that. I wish they did, but hey, those are two of my favorite restaurants here in Greenville. All right, next let's talk about healthcare and education costs. These are essential to consider when evaluating the cost of living in Greenville. So the city boasts excellent healthcare facilities, but obviously the healthcare costs are going to depend greatly on your insurance coverage. Additionally, if you have school-aged children, you'll want to research local school districts, as private school tuition can range from about $5,000 to $15,000 annually. So Greenville offers a high quality of life with plenty of free and low-cost entertainment options. Like I said, that is awesome because we don't want to go outside today. That is going to cost about $300. But parks, hiking trails, cultural events are abundant. One thing we got coming up here soon is Fall for Greenville, and I can't wait. It's going to be so much fun. The whole city of Greenville is going to be there, and I'm looking forward to kicking off the fall with that. But ultimately, the cost of entertainment is going to depend on your interests. There are many affordable ways to enjoy the city's unique offerings. All right, in conclusion, the cost of living in Greenville, South Carolina is relatively moderate compared to many other U.S. cities. Again, let's look at nearby Charlotte and nearby Atlanta. I think your dollar's probably going to go further here. So while housing costs have been on the rise, it is still a great time to buy here in the upstate of South Carolina, and the overall expense of living here is rather reasonable. Remember that everybody's lifestyle and expenses can vary, and it is crucial to assess your unique situation when planning to move to this vibrant city. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more informative content, or use the link below to schedule a free consultation with me to discuss your real estate needs and how I can assist with your move to Greenville, South Carolina. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.